Has anyone else been roasted by ChatGPT calling their home a survival box? Welcome to my studio apartment tour. This is 289 square feet, living in Seattle in the neighborhood of Ballard. I put the TV and TV unit like that in this video because there's a lot of construction, so I wanted to block out being able to see it and them see me. I loved having this loggia, as they called it, otherwise known as a patio. And of course I had to have my Hovet mirror, and I had a queen bed which had 18 inches of storage underneath. It was just one of those metal frames from Amazon. And of course you go into the kitchen. There was actually a lot of space, and I loved this tiny dishwasher drawer, perfect for one person. And then when you go up here, I used these tiny little shelves to separate my mugs and add more space for any other things that I wanted to store in there. I used this one as my pantry. And it was kind of a blessing and a curse being able to roll out of bed for anything I needed in the kitchen. I had this like 12-in-1, 11-in-1 air fryer and this tiny oven that I managed to cook Thanksgiving and Christmas in. I used it for storage for any little tins. And then I had my wardrobe and my fridge right next to each other. I used this to put all of my sweatshirt sets and things I could shove in there, as well as my jackets, shoes, bags, accessories were popped into this one. Then you go to the entryway, there's a tiny little mirror and like keys, jewelry, fragrances, coat hooks for my large raincoat, and a door stopper when you're living alone. I highly recommend that. The tiny little bathroom, look, it served its purpose, but I definitely needed more space than this. And then this was my second bit to my wardrobe, above a 2-in-1 washer dryer. That was terrible at drying. So this was my studio apartment tour in Seattle. Let me know if you have any other questions. And I had a little bedside table and a view.